Are watching Terrible Taras Tales. Tonight, we end our adventure into Huabeck Crypt, fighting the Cauldronborn, a creature made of magic and um, desolation and magical despair and diffusion. A creature that is not of this earth. A creature infused by dark energies. This is the Cauldron Born, and this is Terrible Taras Tales. We are getting together our party for the evening. The call to adventure has gone out. We're waiting for everyone to sign on, but it looks like we have about half the party to start for the moment. The other half should be along shortly. I apologize for the slight delay in start. I'm not feeling the best, but I will do what I can to keep things moving and keep everyone on task. I think it's a little bit of a stomach bug, or I didn't sleep well, or whatever, but the show must go on. So, I would say everyone gets inspiration if I don't throw up on stream tonight, but it's not that bad, so I'll be okay. When we last left our heroes, we had. Let's see. According to my notes, we had made it to one of the last rooms of the dungeon. Sir Micah had used a friendship spell on Urag, the leader of the goblins, who was a goblin wearing a pointy wizard hat and had a staff that made, among other things, apparently makes crystals float about it. And had convinced this wannabe wizard goblin to send his tribe to help attack the creature in the next room, the Cauldronborn, apparently the source of this undead plague. The party watched as almost instantly the creature lashed out first with one arm and then another, ending the lives of the two goblins in rapid succession. It probably sounded something like this. The sound effects, by the way, and all the soundscapes you're going to hear that aren't produced directly by my voice are courtesy of Sirenscape, which is a software you may or may not be familiar with that provides sound effects and soundboards for the purposes of role playing games. They've got quite a great selection. Most of the music you hear during the break is also from Sirenscape as well. Speaking of, if you're out there and you want your art to be included in the slideshow for the break that we take around 9:30 every evening, you're welcome to send in your art. The Discord is probably the best way to get a hold of us. Just ask for a moderator there, or maybe we'll make an art thread or something. And we can figure out a way to get that to us. I don't think Discord is the best at transferring files, but we'll figure it out somehow. If you want to get your art featured, that's totally something we're willing to do for you. Otherwise, you're just gonna see our lovely 4 or 5 characters on the side here, and my service dog Zach, who is the sort of unofficial stream mascot.
Hey, Micah.
Micah has joined us.
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm eating ice cream, so I'm pretty fucking good.
Nice.
It's not quite getting inspiration, but it's still pretty great. So yes, anyone have anything else to add to the recap at this point.
I think you covered it. We're ready to take on the big bad.
Is Mirabelle on her way?
5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Give me a second to get a beer. Beer thing.
I will do a little bit of fan engagement here. All right. So, we should probably set up the player window just in case. Just in case battle breaks out, since it seems to be the way that things are headed. There should be potentially 6 of these. Yeah, there were.
Cal, how big of a delay is there between us and what happens on the stream?
5 seconds, I think. I don't think it'll let me get shorter than 5 seconds.
Just curious.
I mean, it depends on speed of internet, but it should be set to about 5 seconds. Or low latency. So, sure. 6 of these because 2 are dead.
I can probably test this. Caw-caw!
This one is a friend. And
Does that help?
It's about 5 to 10 seconds.
Not bad.
Get away.
It's like I'm time traveling because I hear it on my Discord, and then I just heard it on your Discord.
Nice.
I feel like I'm Doctor Who.
Which doctor?
I don't know, the cool one.
Never seen.
It's all good.
Never seen Doctor Who, Miles? Really?
Yeah.
You can go ahead and skip all the original ones and just watch like whatever the 2000s ones are. And anyone who disagrees with me, come and fight me. They're so boring, the old ones. They're black and white. There's like no story arc. They take fucking forever.
They're super goofy though.
we don't have a channel for fighting Andrew about Dr. Phil or about Doctor Who, but we do have one about
Dr. Phil? Can we make a channel about fighting about Dr. Phil too, though?
Yeah, if you want one, we'll do it. Tell you what, if we get 4 more followers this evening, because we get about 7 a week, if we get 4, I will make a channel dedicated to fighting about Dr. Phil on our Discord.
Hashtag Dr. Phil fights.
But we do have a channel on our Discord about fighting with Andrew about the core rules. It's called Your Fun Is Wrong, and you're welcome to go there and argue with Andrew about the rules as long as it's not during the game. Don't
Can
argue
you,
during the game.
for the Dr. Phil channel, can we call it your fill is wrong?
Yes, your fill is wrong.
Yes. However, if you do want to argue with me during the game, feel free to join us in the Dwarven Teat, where I will be more than happy to ridicule you in.
Yes, as long as it stays in character, that's totally legit.
Like Deadpool in character, like fourth wall break in a fourth wall break. Wow.
Twitch is
Double
frozen.
fourth wall break, eighth wall break.
Twitch is frozen, you said?
Yes.
Oh.
It's not been the best lately. I think it's on Twitch's end for once and not on my end.
Oh, mine's working just fine.
Really?
Okay.
Okay, let me try this.
So I'm gonna create an instant invite for the Dwarven Teat for those of you that want to look at what the characters are thinking and doing and talking about in character in the Dwarven Teat. That's usually a good time. Link is now in the. Oh nope, that is not the link. I was wrong. I lied. Sad day. Great instant invite. Okay, copy. Perfect. Boom.
Good.
Did it right this time. Anyone who wants to can pop over to the Dwarven Teat. Our players like to chat in character, so they'll be there doing that.
By that, he mostly means me.
That's
I
not
do a
true.
couple of hashtags. This the or hashtags in character.
Totally. You're totally in character. It's totally
Okay,
forgotten.
Great. Perfect.
I mean,
Fight me about it.
it's probably called an arcane mark, but yes.
Sure.
All right. So we are just waiting on Miss Mirabelle Ashworthy to come and join us, and then we will get to the good part of stabbing the crap out of some evil monster.
No, you totally hear a cat. It's an in-game cat.
It's been following us.
Bonus points for you for noticing.
Who the fuck is that?
Someone's talking about your cat on the Discord. It is good to know. You're welcome.
Ah.
Yeah, the points are made up and they mean nothing, but you totally have some now. Congratulations. You're the only viewer to have points. You are the only viewer that will ever get points.
Where are you seeing this viewer?
In the Twitch chat.
In the Twitch channel, stream, whatever the fuck it's called. Their name is Bees Knees 444.
Knees.
Yeah, Knees, Knees. How else would you fucking pronounce it?
Knees.
All right.
That would be how it's pronounced.
Bees Knees 444. Not quite bad enough to be 666. About 222 points less evil than the 666.
It's kind of close.
Oh, I know Bees.
I don't
She's
know.
pretty evil.
Well then.
Why is there a crown next to my name in Twitch?
Oh, because you have moderator status.
Oh,
Congratulations.
that's terrifying.
What are you going to do with that power?
First, I have to figure out how to use it. So there's at least 2 other bees knees. That's odd.
Wow.
Was there just a bees knees? No number?
Oh yeah. The OG bees knees.
OG bees knees.
Didn't pick that up while we're waiting. It's okay. She's tough. She can handle it.
There can only be one. Fuck yeah.
I am not seeing absolutely any of these.
No? Well, that's too bad.
Well, what's it feel like to not be in the cool kids club?
I mean, I'm not getting alerts on my phone, so I guess that's a plus.
Yeah.
There can only be one. So, fun fact, I owned all of the Highlander TV series on VHS.
Oh, really?
Owned? Past tense?
Past tense, yeah. I think I lost it all when I left after high school.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Sweet VHS tapes of every single Highlander episode.
Now, were they tapes that you made, or?
No. These were official release tapes.
I
Probably
see.
worth like $5s on eBay.
It's a lot of 5s. Multiple. It's pretty good.
I mean,
What? You've never watched Highlander?
Nope.
Yes, it's worth
I
watching. Stop watching us right now and go watch Highlander.
Hey, don't tell people to stop watching us. It's bad form.
Who wants to live forever? Nailed it.
That's why you're the bard.
That's right. Yeah. It's from the 80s, I think. Maybe early 90s.
Totally 80s. But did the TV series come out before the movie?
series was
That's you know what? I don't actually know for sure, but there's a TV series, I think 2 seasons. And then there's a couple movies that spun off of it.
There can be only one.
But I would say it's really only worth watching the TV series. Go ahead and skip the movies. Do yourself a favor.
The first movie wasn't that bad. It's everyone that comes after that's just horrendous.
okay, so I just remember some dude on a bridge with lightning.
Yeah,
That being the commercial.
that's pretty much the series in a nutshell. Dude on a bridge with a sword in lightning, fighting people, cutting off heads.
No, is the first one that, like, white dude with black hair that's long?
Yeah, you got it.
Huh.
That's literally the entire depth of his character.
Oh, man.
Pretty sweet.
I am assuming the fight scenes are at least epic.
For the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah, totally epic.
Yeah, okay.
10 or 20 years before my time. Oh.
You old yet?
Now, I mean, when I watched it, it was still technically before my time.
True.
Just probably not as before your time.
All right.
I've discovered a decent age test is like, what's the first Star Wars movie you've ever seen?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So if you answer the original trilogy,
You're A-okay in my world. If you answer episodes 1, 2, and 3, ugh. Spoiler alert, Kale.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine. The joke was already missed anyway. It's okay. But it sounds like we have Mirabelle present. Perhaps?
She's 30 seconds ish.
Okay. Andrew, can I have Micah's base attributes in the freaking whatever it's called, the Terrible Tarask Tales chat, so I can copy them over to the initiative tracker, please.
Show us your stats.
Sure. You want everything, or what? What do you want here?
The basic stats. We had a drive-by viewer 2 weeks ago that said the game would be more engaging if they could see the character stats. So we're trying to accommodate that.
Coo.
Because we're having fun just being random jackasses, but we'd like you to have fun watching us too.
I mean, it's not my highest priority, but okay.
Well, I mean, you're kind of the lead on the being random jackasses project.
Yo.
Done. I'm a bard, by the way, in case anyone didn't know. The bardiest of the bards. I'm a bard-ass.
Can there be more than one?
Get it because it's badass.
Getting bardy with it.
No.
Whoa.
No. All the puns. All the puns forever.
What are all those goblins doing there?
Don't worry about
Pupilless eyes
Where do you see this at?
It's
on the Twitch.
it's a potential.
I'm on my character sheet. Let me switch over.
It's a potential problem, not an actualized problem.
No. Wait. Those are all our friends.
Yes,
and I will
cool.
point out the Gray Goblin with staff and floating stone is just Gray Goblin because I have staff and floating stone.
Well, I didn't have time to change him between sessions.
All right, sounds good. I'm just letting you know.
Yes, I'm aware that he is a friend, although... Oh, that's why he's still in red. Let me fix that. I can fix that. That's easy enough.
He's 100% a friend, and that is a term I use
Loosely.
frequently and firmly.
And loosely. Alright, so we have a 12. 14.
Whoa, stop. Bee's knees, you haven't seen Highlander or Star Wars? How are you on a D&D Twitch stream and you've not watched the staples of science fiction?
Because
like
she's
skipping
a
to the
friend
end
of
of the
mine.
All right, Cal, let's back up. You don't have friends.
You're right.
Ouch.
Just enemies that don't know it yet.
Bee's knees, 444. How about Star Trek?
Uh-oh.
Then that
Very
needed
good.
to be seen.
Which is
Prepare to get
superior to
charged
Star
up.
Wars. Fight me.
No, it is not.
Definitely.
Bees knees, we don't know shit about D&D either. LOL.
Oh, LOL,
I mean, to
LOL.
be fair, I know quite a bit.
You guys,
but-
I actually think that Star Trek is better than Star Wars.
I don't think it. I fucking know it.
I believe it in my heart.
Okay,
It's
wait.
so wrong.
Pause. If we want to have this debate, we can have it on another night of the stream. Right now, we need to kill a Cauldron Born.
Is the Cauldron Bro... Is it like Star Wars or Star Trek?
You know what? I don't know how to answer that question, legitimately.
That could make things really interesting.
Shall we engage?
Oh my god.
Make it so.
Make it so.
God
Yes.
damn it. What the hell is that?
Ooh, Bees knees like Star Trek and has never seen Star Wars. Boom!
Which series?
Points that were given are not taken away.
That's a hard decision. I mean, next gen sticks with me for life, but
Sure.
Okay, like
Discovery's found a new place in my.
Oh, yeah?
you guys are killing me.
Discovery's really good.
Good. Is it
Boy.
worth the streaming service, the CBS streaming service?
Yeah, or I could just give you my fucking username and password.
Okay, hang on.
Sweet.
Hey, hold.
No, he can't
Does-
because we're
has
recording
Bee's
live, and
Knees
that would be
is-
a violation of his terms and services. So he was joking.
The bee's knees. Are these like old Star Treks that you like? Or are you talking about like the new movies, like the ones that like just have came out not that long ago?
That lens flare?
Guys, we
Was
got
that
like an hour.
lens
We got like an
We
hour
lens
till
flare.
break.
The lens flare made all the Star Trek better.
Let's kill this thing.
Yeah, let's do it. The old show.
Boom! The one with Data. I was young and he was cool. Old show. First off, the fact that you feel the need to point out that you were young when you saw Data makes me feel older.
Stop calling him Data. It's Data. What's wrong with you?
So
Alright, so I've got this stick that's got a fucking rock floating around it.
Throw the rock at the thing.
The goblins are rushing towards this monster because they're under my
Defense.
friend spell for maybe half a second longer.
Yeah, but it destroyed two of them already.
And he killed two goblins.
He like
That's
popped them like they were balloons.
that's the recap I recall.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So what is this Urgi guy gonna do now? This little shit that we tricked.
Well, let's see. What did you guys close the door after you let them in? I don't think we ever resolved that question.
No, I think we were peering in because we were curious what's in there.
We were watching
Right.
them die, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So Urag turns and sees two of his favorite tribe mates die because they're now dead. So that instantly makes them his favorite because they're no longer a threat. And looks back at you and kind of shakes his head and shakes his head a second time and points at Micah and goes, That one is the evil! Kill it! Roll for initiative.
Wow.
I closed the door.
Make an athletics check.
Kale, I rolled a 21.
Oh,
That's a 21.
Okay.
Copy.
So you are a 21. Okay.
Alright, my athletics was only a 6.
You fail to close the door. You tug on it and tug on it, but it doesn't move.
Whatever. But my initiative is 14.
Could I try and pull on the door?
Sure.
My tiny self?
You can have advantage because Andrew was helping to some degree.
I want to point out I'm pretty bulky. I'm a sexy piece of man meat. Just for the record.
Tragically, I rolled 4 both times, so
Wow.
it's a 9.
Okay, you also fail to close the door.
I went,
Doesn't want to go.
Petrum, can I get your initiative, please?
16.
And Layton, can I get yours? That is your D20 plus 2.
17 then.
All right.
What is Kitty's initiative?
21.
It's meow.
File. Import. The cauldron. All right.
Oh, Did we get any experience for the last session?
I can't answer that question right now. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't have the notes from last session in front of me.
that's fine. I'm sure
I
we did
mean-
level.
Yeah, we're all level 5 now, Wes.
Oh yeah, level 5. What?
You would have got 10 for the social encounter, probably.
Okay, well, that's fine. We'll cover it later.
What do you have your XP total at?
Right now it's 63.
Okay, so it would go up to 73? Yeah, that's about where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
Is that where we're at too, or do we have a different
Yes.
number?
We get the same number.
3 pillar experience is group experience. Unless you are
Thanks, group.
actively lower level than the group. Then you get a different variation of experience. Because it's all based on your level versus challenge rating. We actually covered that in this week's Q&A to some degree. Not the full explanation of the 3 pillar system, but sort of why we use it and why I think other tables should use it more often. But everyone has been placed in the initiative order. I do need to take this cave goblin here and make it an enemy, because now friends has worn off.
But we were friends.
Yes, but friends only last for what, a minute?
Yeah,
at
1
least-
minute while I concentrate.
And at least
Friends
15
are for life.
And at least 15 seconds of that was taken up by arguing about Star Trek. So there you go.
Oh, whoa.
Argument's the wrong word. Miles is wrong, and I'm right. It's not an argument. It's just him being wrong.
Hashtag truth. I'm only on his side because I love Star Trek.
All right, heroes. Tell you what. If you are watching this and you want to participate in the Star Wars vs. Star Trek debate, we will make
Go to the Dr. Phil channel.
yes, that'll be the first debate hosted in our Dr. Phil channel. But remember, we need to hit 18 followers for that to be a thing. So, I forgot what the hashtag was, Andrew. Do you remember the hashtag? You had one.
Hashtag Dr. Phil? I don't know. What was it? There was a hashtag?
Hashtag Dr. Fight Me? I don't know.
No, wasn't it your Phil is wrong? No, that was
Yeah,
what
it
we
was-
were going to name the channel.
That was
I don't remember. So, maybe this was a terrible idea, but we're doing it anyway.
Terrible ideas. That's what my biography's going to be called.
Terrible ideas. Andrew John Shucks bread and butter.
What about what's the worst that could happen? I mean, that's a pretty
That's
good
true. Or low profile.
one. That's a classic.
Alright, so we are officially starting the combat.
Cool.
Mirabelle, you are the first PC up, but you are not the first to go. So, check something here. You guys are kind of in trouble with where you're currently located, because you're in a doorway. That's not great.
Please. Trouble's my middle name.
I thought she just said your middle name was John.
Or did I? I think it wasn't.
Dun, 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 dun.
She might have said trouble. I could have misheard it.
I think that's the right one.
A goblin is going to duck out from behind one of the piles of grave goods and fire an arrow at... Let me see. Who seems to be the biggest, scariest threat? Probably the big rock guy. Sorry, Wes. So...
Train.
Yes, there's a train rolling through the dungeon because it is 8:39, and that's always when that happens. Ooh, that's interesting first roll here.
Good thing dungeon trains are on time.
16 plus 5 is 21. Does that beat your AC?
It does.
I'm not being facetious. I don't have the turn watcher up right this moment.
It does.
Okay, so that will hit. And it does. Ooh, that's not good. I mean that's good for them, but that's not good for you. 9 damage.
Wow.
So this needs to go here. This needs to go here.
Bye, everybody.
It was nice.
It's nice seeing you too.
He just one hit you?
No,
Almost.
I got 1 hit point left.
Critical.
So as you're turning to face the threat and hear the screaming, and you look back and you look forward and you're trying to make a decision about what to do because you're rolling initiative, you feel a sharp burning pain of an arrow bury into your back and strike through your lung tissue, and it becomes suddenly hard to breathe. That'll be its turn. As it ducks back behind the pillar. Mirabelle.
Shit.
You hear your friend groan, or probably groan. Yeah, I mean, he's a big stony man. I don't imagine him screaming.
I gasped for air.
That's true. You hear your friend gasp for air as an arrow pierces him in the back. In front of you, you have 2 goblins and a very pissed off looking cauldron-born creature. On the other side, you have... Why is this not showing all the buttons? You guys don't get to see the full, Oh, yeah. You do. Okay.
Well, we've seen it.
In front of you is the 2 goblins and the Cauldronborn. The Cauldronborn angry at both you and the goblins. Behind you, closest to you, is Urag and 2 of his bodyguards. And then back farther in the cave where you originally came from are the remaining goblins, kind of ducking behind pillars and sneaking up, trying to follow their chieftain's orders or their chief wizard's orders.
I don't really like where I'm at.
Yeah,
what's closest to me that I'm going to shoot at?
Ulrog is close to you, or the initiative order 4 or the initiative order 6.
Which one is the biggest target?
Initiative order 4 or 6 look like beefy bodyguards. Ulrog, the one with the wizard hat, or it's actually labeled as staff with floating stones because I didn't have time to change it between game. He looks a little scrawnier. Like maybe he hasn't devoted quite as much time to hunting in the Underdark.
All right. Well, since he has a name, I'll shoot at him.
Fair enough. I believe Layden is next to him, so that would give you advantage.
Sneak attack.
Sounds like I would be accidentally shooting Layden, but okay, I'll take advantage.
Who's next to me? I'm confused.
Ulrog, the wizard goblin. He's standing next to you because he followed the group of you to go and see you go through the doors and fight the enemy. And then the spell wore off.
24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yes.
There you go.
What are you using for a weapon, by the way?
My short bow.
Okay.
9 damage.
9 damage. Alright. Gotta turn the combat music on. If it is too loud for any of you, you can turn it down individually in the by clicking on Gnomeland Bard, who is our sound in production at the moment. And if it's too loud for you on the stream, please let us know and I'll do some rebalancing. Alright. So 9 damage to Urag.
And then am I near anything that I can kind of duck behind, or?
Yes. Within 1 move,
Okay.
you can duck behind a pile of grave goods.
That is what I would like to do then. And bonus action.
Okay. I have to turn down our bardic friend here. Forgot I had adjusted him back up. When I was doing something. There we go. Alright. So Urag will roar in pain as the arrow pierces up by his collarbone. He was turned looking at Layton to assess the closest threat, and the arrow just came out of nowhere, kind of blindsiding him. He clutches at the wound, cursing. Here's something going wrong with my spitting. Not helpful. Ah, helpful. Cool. Found it. Just need to take a look at his spell list, because he has a custom spell list here. Although I don't think it's his initial turn. It is. Yes, it is his turn, so I do need to look at his spell list. Urag. Is here. Okay, so on his turn, he is going to cast Mage Armor upon himself. And then he will look around. He's going to use his bonus action to disengage because he's a slippery goblin. And he's going to... shit, there's no real where safe to go. He's going to go as far away from Layton and Mirabelle
Kale,
as he
friend.
can.
Kale, you're just going in and out. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Checking Discord real quick. Give me a second.
I can hear you fine now.
Okay. Alright, we're having a few Discord-related events, but we're gonna press forward. On his turn, Urag is going to cast Mage Armor upon himself. Use his bonus action to disengage, because he's a slippery little goblin, and make his way away from everyone and along the far wall, putting him still 1 move away from Layton and Petrum and Micah, but not in that cluster anymore. Trying to put his bodyguards between him and you. So that'll be his turn. Bodyguard number 1, which is initiative 4, that would be Bestial Vicious Goblin with pupilless eyes, is going to rush forward.
Kale,
Yes.
if Goblin left Layden's area of attack, wouldn't he get an opportunity? Or did he disengage? Sorry.
Slippery disengage.
I missed it.
Goblin thing. But yes, good call. This one actually does provoke an attack of opportunity from Petrum, though, as it rushes up to Layton and tries to strangle the small creature to take its spear. So, Wes, if you want to use your reaction now, you can. Wes?
Winston.
West.
Winston.
Oh, sorry.
A goblin has rushed past you to get to Layton. Would you like to use your reaction?
Yes, please.
Okay. Make the attack roll.
Yay. It'd be a 21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is 5.
5. Alright. You strike out with your mace and, manage to catch the goblin kind of on the ear and the side of the face. It staggers a little bit to the side, but keeps on going towards Layton, striking out with its, dagger in his hand. Trying to kill the little boy so he can get the bigger weapon. I rolled a 11 plus 4 is... Math is hard. 15. Your AC is 15, Layton, so that'll hit. You will take 3 damage. So the dagger slashes across your chest. You're able to bring the spear up and deflect it to the side, but you can feel the panic of combat kick in, and Melisai is pushing you to give him control.
Alright.
It is now your turn.
Layden will give in.
Okay. So you're using your bonus action to rage?
Yes.
Alright. You, in the panic of combat, you feel this darkness rising in you. You can feel your pupils change color to the silvery purple. You can feel your flesh begin to tear and rip as tendrils of purple-black tentacles begin crawling out of your skin until you are this massive 6.5, 7 foot tall creature made entirely of ropes of shadowy flesh and energy.
Damn.
You are now raging. What else would you like to do on your turn?
This thing is right next to me, correct?
Yes, it ran up to you to stab you in the face and missed, mostly.
Melisai will form a foot and punt this motherfucking thing towards that blobby little mass.
Okay, we are going to call that a Tavern Brawler attack. So go ahead and make your attack roll plus 4.
Alright, 22.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll your raging. So that would be 1d4 plus 2 plus 2. So 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus, what'd you say, 4?
Yep.
5.
5. You kick out at the creature, but you strike its body, but you're unable to get significant air with it. It does lift off the ground a little bit, only to land about a foot backwards on its feet, gasping for air, and you hear the crunch of several of its ribs. But unfortunately, you didn't get to punt it across the room.
Can I then step on the fucking thing and just put my foot on top of it?
On your next turn, yes. You've already used your bonus action to rage.
Okay, never mind.
You still have movement, though. You want to stay where you're at, or do you want to move? You're kind of
I'll
all
stay
clustered
where-
in this doorway, remember? Well, right outside of the doorway. You're not actually in the doorway, you're right outside of the doorway.
Can you shut the door? Are we on the other side of the door?
Yeah, you could use an object interaction to shut the door. Give me an athletics check to see if you can move it, though.
Well, I just rolling D20.
Remember, you have advantage because you're raging. So D20 plus 4. I don't think you get your rage bonus on that. I just think you get advantage.
So
Is
16.
that correct, Andrew? 16?
Yep.
Okay. So you are able to slam the door closed. You're not sure how long it'll hold or if the Cauldron-born knows how to use doorknobs, but the door is closed. So that'll be the end of your turn then, unless you want to move.
Remind me why we're risking our lives to kill this thing.
Money.
Oh, right. I like money.
Money's good.
I like living too, though.
Sure.
Alright, this one is on the other side of the door, and now the door is closed, cutting off its escape. It's going to attack the Cauldron-born, because that'll go so well. Oh, it actually hits.
Hey, Wes.
Yes.
Do you have a potion of some sort to take to make yourself better?
Yeah, I've got one.
I've
I
got
thought so.
2.
Okay.
You hear some, damn it, I damaged the wrong thing. My apologies, there are just a lot of things on my screen. There we go. You hear some scrambling behind the door and what sounds like either a battle cry or a cry of pain. You're not really sure. And then this sort of sick, clinking and sludgy sound. Like wet metal boots being pulled under quicksand.
I'm pretty sure you just blew up another goblin.
Alright, Petrum, it is your turn. Sir Micah, you're on deck.
Is it, or do we still have that roll that you can, or would drinking the potion be a free object interaction, or is it a bonus action?
If you have it in your hand, if you use your object interaction to pull the potion, you may use your bonus action to take it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's an action to take a potion that you don't already have in your hand. But you gotta have a
Alright,
free
so-
hand to do that.
So I guess I'll use my. I have my mace in my hand, so I'm gonna stow that. So that would be an action, right?
That
If
would
I'm
be an
gonna
object
be-
interaction.
And then I guess I'll use my action to pull the potion, and then
Yes. Pull the
because I
potion
won't, I
and
don't
take
have
it.
an. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So go ahead and roll your healing on your potion.
Six and. Nine. So I'm back up to full health.
Okay, hold on. I'm in the wrong thing, that's why. You're back up to full health, you said? Well, that makes my life easy.
Yeah.
Then I just click this button. Boom, ring to full. Okay. So, Sir Micah, it's your turn.
Yaha!
The doors are now closed, meaning that mostly that side of you is protected, as long as Layden says it.
I have a magic stick.
Yes.
Can I use it?
It does not require attunement. Of course,
What
you don't
does
exactly
it
know
do?
what it does. It appears to be a quarter stave.
It does magic.
But it's got a rock floating over it, right?
Yes, it has 3 rocks orbiting it.
Yes. All right, so help me understand the lay of the land here. We're on one side of the door and Layden is on the other?
No, Layton is on the same side of the door as you. He just closed
We're
it.
all on one side of the door and the same side as the
As
goblin whose
Urag
stick I
and
stole
majority of
and the
his
cauldron?
friends. Yes. Cauldron Born is
And
on
then
the other
there's
side.
Cauldron board's on one side, all the goblins are on our side.
Yes, except for 2.
Okay.
But
It is-
those
the
two are
cauldron-
basically going to be dead.
The Cauldron Born has 2 in the room with it.
Okay, and we're in a room with how
Let's count. Counting Urag, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counting Urag.
I thought Ulrog ran away.
No, he's hiding behind something, but he's still in the room.
Got it.
He was just trying to get away from you. You shot him in the collarbone.
Yeah, I did.
He's not pleased about that.
I would not be either.
I am going to cast sleep.
Okay. I can make that happen.
I roll, let's see here. 12, 19, 21, 25. So 25 hit points of creatures go to sleep.
Within what radius?
Starting with a creature that has the lowest HP, each creature affected falls unconscious.
And I'm assuming there's some sort of saving throw?
20 feet. No, it's instant. 20 feet within a point of my choosing. So I choose a point that affects the majority of them.
Okay. So, Ulrog goes down first. Sleep. And then this one would go next. And we have 25 to play with, correct? 25 HP?
25 hit points, right? Total hit point, or not
Between
maximum
them all.
hit points. Right, and it's actual current.
Yes. Alright, so that eats up 6 of it, which leaves 19. So that will drop the other bodyguard. Sleep. Put down phonics, kids. Teaches you how to spell. There we go. Alright. So, 3 of them collapse. There are still...
Focus.
There are still 3 more or 4 more on your side of the door.
Okay. I will yell to our party, ignore the ones that are sleeping.
Okay,
Attack the conscious one.
that's fair.
And then I will bonus action... hang on one sec.
Healing word.
And no one's hurt enough, is it? Are they?
Not really.
Miles took 3 damage. Better than that, I think you're fine.
Worth a heal, another healing spot. No, I will bonus action Bardic Inspiration.
To whom?
Person who can do the most damage is probably Krista.
Yeah.
So I am going to Bardic Inspiration Krista.
Hey, how would you like to inspire Mirabelle?
Don't miss.
All right.
I like it.
Classic.
Looking deeply and soulfully in her eyes, you say, "Don't miss." Mirabelle, you feel inspired. Somehow. They don't roll on their turn to see if they wake up, right?
No, they're unconscious until the spell ends, which I think is a...
Is it a minute in concentration or just a minute?
It's just a minute.
Okay, cool. Yulra, it is her turn. She is going to pull one of her javelins and look around and lob it at one of the goblins that is not currently sleeping. On the far side of the room. Ooh, even with her bonus, that's a miss. So she kind of grabs the javelin and goes, "Got it, boss!" and throws the javelin across the room. It crashes against the wall with no effect. What did you hire her for again, Wes? I don't think I've ever rolled well for her.
Yep.
Alright. Goblin 1 is going to look back and see that the door is closed. Well, I don't need to describe any of this to you because you can't hear it or you can't see it, so I'll describe what you hear. You hear a goblin battle cry, "Yee!" and then a attack. Again, you hear the sound of a dagger or some metal object clanging off another metal object, and a small grunt or frustration. Pretty soon to be followed by squeals of pain because it's Cauldronborn's turn. Oh yeah, definite squeals of pain. You hear a squeal of pain, followed by... Let's see, what does your slam do? Okay, yeah, that goblin's probably dead. That is... Oh yeah, that goblin is dead. You hear a squeal of pain followed by a squish. As, the goblin is brought to rest on the other side of the door. It will then move and finish its multi-attack on the first goblin that attacked it. So... that is a critical. That thing is dead. I'm not going to bother rolling for damage because we got things to do. And the cats join in with the battle cry of the Cauldronborn. Alright. So. I mentioned this one more so it shows up as dead. Okay, cool. The goblin that had the javelin thrown at it is going to look a little offended and pull its bow and take a shot at Yilra. That is a miss. It's then going to use its bonus action to hide behind some shit. The other goblin that's still awake and in the room, well, I mean, technically there's one more, but whatever, is going to, pull its bow and attempt to attack the giant, like, black oozing thing, and miss. And then it's going to hide as well. Tenderly, the circus acrobat will look around, finally realizing that her companions are in danger, and she will pull her knives and, let me see. Who's not sleeping that needs to be stabbed in the face? Oh, that one. That one won't work. Oh, okay. That's a critical. So... There's math hard 11. Okay. So she will whip out a blade and fling it across the room, catching the goblin square between, or almost square between the eyes, but the blade dips down at the last moment, entering into the navel cavity of the cave goblin, which roars and takes a step back, trying to clear its vision from the sudden shock and pain and blood. All right. And that's Goblin's turn. He's gonna attempt to shoot her for throwing a knife in his face. No, he's gonna miss. So the Goblin, roaring in pain, pulls an arrow and fires it off in her direction, but is apparently still blinded by the impact of the blade. Mirabelle, it is your turn.
I mean, that dagger's up its nose, right? Like,
Yes.
I don't know how it would make that.
All right. So,
I will.
Ulrog and 2 of his bodyguards are unconscious. There are 2 more goblins kind of back the way you came, and there's one with a dagger in his face that's a little bit closer, and then of course there's the door. I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time hearing everyone. Can you repeat that? We're going to restart Discord and see if that helps. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Let's see if I can hear you now. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay. I think I might have fixed the audio issue on my end, I'm not really sure.
We'll find out.
I can hear you now, so we'll go.
Let's do it.
Alright.
So to sum up, guy's got a dagger in his nose. There's 2 other goblins that are conscious.
Yes, towards the back of the room. They would be about 2 movements away if you wanted to get melee with them, or you could probably shoot them from here, although they have cover.
What about the one that got shot or hit with the dagger? He's still up, right?
Yeah, he's standing kind of in the middle of the room looking dumbfounded with his back to you.
I will attack him.
Okay. With your bow again?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your dice and let your arrow fly.
16.
That definitely hits. And you should have sneak attack on him, I believe.
Well, if his back's to me, I think so.
I think so.
$11 damage.
Yikes. You were able to put an arrow through the back of his skull in the soft part, and he doesn't even know he's dead before he hits the ground.
Bonus action hide.
Okay. So you duck off to the side and hide. Sneaky little sniper. Still sleeping. Still sleeping. Layden, it is your turn.
How long would it take for Malicide to devour the heads of the ones that are sleeping?
Well, you'd have to go over and rip the head off. That'd probably be an action. I'd let you eat it as a bonus action because they're sleeping and there's not much they can do about it.
He's gonna do it to Org.
Okay, Urag. Go over to Urag. Go ahead and make a Tavern Brawler attack. If you bring him 2-0, I will let you rip his head off.
Oh my god. 19 on the die.
Okay, so plus 4 puts you at 23. That definitely hits. So you're rolling the 1d4 plus...
4?
Yeah, plus 4. Well, 1d6 technically because you're trying to close, but that's okay. Either one is fine.
Well, I rolled a 4 on the 1d4, so
Okay.
8.
Plus 4. So 8. Yes, that is enough to kill him. So you may rip his head off, and you may use a bonus action to shove it into Melisai's expanding face, if you like.
Alright, so Malasai will literally run over there, take Org, lift him up, and just extend his fangs in his mouth and rip his head off. And then
Okay.
smile at basically the party.
Okay.
Delicious.
Tenderly gags a little bit. She'll throw up on her turn, probably.
This an action.
Yes. Any other movement, or are we going to Petrum next?
He'll move to a safe area, I suppose.
Like back towards the door, or?
Yeah, well, why not?
Okay. Petrum, it's your turn. Sir Micah, you're on deck.
What are the goblins? How many goblins are up near me? Near me?
Near you, there are no more that aren't sleeping. There are
Okay.
2 near you that are sleeping, and then about one movement. Well, one movement would take you into like spell range or of short range spells, and 2 movement would take you up to either Goblin 2 or Goblin 5. You'd have to pick.
I'm gonna drop. I'll take my mace and drop one of the sleeping goblins near me.
Okay, so they're incapacitated, and you're moving into melee range, I assume.
Yes.
So you have advantage, and then is that double checking rules on something? Give me 1 second. DM screens are 4. Unconscious. Okay. So cannot move or speak or drop any items fall prone. Oh no. Okay. Attacks that have advantage and attacks have advantage. And any attacks that are from within 5 feet is a crit. So it's an automatic crit. So, Andrew, do you still have to roll, and if you hit it's a crit, or is it just like you automatically hit and it's crit?
Technically, you're supposed to roll to hit,
Okay, but you're rolling with advantage.
but you have advantage, right? Because they're not moving.
Roll damage.
Yes.
So I mean, common sense would say you're gonna fucking hit them. So it's, but technically,
That
you're
is
still.
a 15.
Okay. 15. 15 damage is enough to kill it. Yes. So we'll say the one that has more health, and we're going to do 15 damage. There we go. All right. So you bring your mace down on its head, its chest. And it doesn't even have time to cry out before it is euthanized.
Do I have any more movement?
Yes, you can move another 10, 15 feet maybe.
Okay. I'll move that toward goblins that are awake.
Okay. So you head that way, towards the back the way you came.
Yes.
The goblin like home chamber. Sir Micah, it is your turn. 2 of your sleeping goblins are now dead. There are 2 remaining goblins still kind of hiding back towards their domicile, and there is 1 more sleeping goblin in the hallway with you. In addition, there is the Cauldron Born behind the door.
And the cauldron thing is alone in that room now?
It's a safe assumption, although you don't really know exactly what has happened behind the door.
Is there a particular reason we need to fight that thing? Anyone?
I haven't answered that question, but did anyone answer that in character? Or I can remind everyone.
I'm of the opinion that we shouldn't, but I think that we need the money. Do we have to do it to get the gold?
I mean, it's in the crypts. I don't know if we can go back to our employer and say that we solved the issue with the crypts.
I mean, we could.
We have just killed a shitload of goblins.
We could bring them the heads, except for the one that what's his name just ate.
It's true.
Tentacle man over there.
Well, I mean, we could probably take it once. Let's just kill the goblins and we'll figure it out. Kel, there's 1 sleeping goblin and there's 2 goblins hiding.
Yes.
Can I move so that I can hit one of the goblins with a crossbow?
Yes.
I will move so that I can hit one of the goblins with a crossbow.
Excellent. We'll call it Goblin number 2, which is initiative 13, for the sake of people tracking at home.
I will roll a 12 plus a 4 is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
I will deal 5 plus 2, 6, 7 damage.
Okay, it squeals in pain as the bolt lodges firmly in its abdomen.
End.
Okay.
You never come back from stomach.
Yilra is going to pull another javelin and move towards Goblin 5 so that she can get a clear shot and take a throw. Oh, yay! That'll hit. 4 damage. Not great. So you will hear a squeal of pain as she hurls a javelin into the darkness. Alright. I need to make an athletics check for the Cauldron Lord, which it surprisingly fails. So you hear a slamming noise on the other side of the door, and the entire door frame shakes. There's a roar of frustration.
Sounds like we're gonna deal with that soon.
Wasn't the best use of his action now that I look at set card, but that'll work. Alright. The goblin that just got shot with the bolt is gonna step out and try to shoot Yilra in return. Yeah, that'll do it. So she is going to take...
If she dies, we don't have to pay anyone for her, right?
You and I aren't paying her anyway because we weren't part of the hiring process.
All right.
She dodges to the... She tries to dodge to the side, but the arrow grazes her shoulder and she curses in pain.
Ew.
The other goblin is going to step out and look around and see Sir Micah, who is big and scary looking, and has a clear line of sight to, but he's going to miss. So he draws back the little short cave bow and releases an arrow, and it just zips by your head, a good foot to the side. Tenderly is going to rush forward, tuck into a roll, and throw knives at The goblin that shot her friend, I guess. Nope. The knives clatter off the wall. Both of them. Cling clang. Top of the initiative order, Mirabelle.
Is one of the goblins still in the darkness or shadows or?
Yes, but you could move to get a clear line of sight. Although I didn't say they used their bonus action to hide, so no. No, they're not.
Okay.
You can shoot any of them because they're not hidden.
Which one is close?
The closest one to you would be initiative 13.
Is that the hurt one?
I mean, they're both hurt, but yeah, that's the one that's visibly bleeding.
I will shoot that one.
Okay. Go ahead
Do
and make
I
your
get-
attack roll. Do you get advantage? No, I don't think there's anything close enough to threatening it right now.
You get to add a d6.
She's hiding.
I'm using my bardic.
Oh yeah, you are hiding.
inspiration.
You
I was
are
wondering
hiding,
if I
so
got
yeah, you
sneak
get
attack
advantage.
or whatever.
So yeah, you do get your sneak attack.
And your hashtag expired.
All right. Well, 20.
That hits.
$13.
Damn. The goblin is so engaged in its little bow duel with the two NPCs. It turns and looks back for just long enough for the arrow to pierce it in the eye, dropping it to the ground.
Bonus action hide.
Bye. All right. Still sleeping. Layden, it's your turn.
Hang on.
We have about 4 minutes till break, just so everyone is aware. Although she will take Zach out before she needs me to take a break, so.
There's that.
Okay. Closest thing to me.
The goblin that is sleeping on the ground.
Oh, he's gonna step on his head and crush it.
Okay. We'll call that a Tavern Brawler attack with your feet instead of your tentacles. So go ahead and make a d20 plus 4.
Ooh. Only 8.
That will... It's not that you don't step on it. It's that you don't step on it at the right angle with enough force. So you're stepping on the goblin's face, and it is snoring in its sleep, but it is not with sufficient force to break its skull.
Did I roll any damage
Although wait,
or no?
you have advantage. You're right, because it's unconscious. So, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm super tired today. Go ahead and roll again and take the higher number.
I rolled an 8 this time, so 14. Oh, no,
Okay.
sorry, 12.
That also does not hit.
Okay.
Wait, nope, that doesn't hit. So again, you're able to step on its head, but not with enough force to do any damage. Andrew, if a sleeping target is attacked and it's missed, does it still wake up?
I can't hear you. Try again.
If a sleeping target is attacked and it's missed, does it still wake up?
The rule says if it takes damage or if someone uses an action to shake or slap it awake.
Okay.
At least stepping on it counts.
If you're saying that his miss was him stepping on it, then that would totally count as him waking up. Commonsensical wise.
That's
I
kind of
an
what I'm
action
thinking
move.
too.
Have tentacles wrap around its face so it can't see.
You want to use your bonus action to use your offhand tentacles? Yeah, that's fine. You did make an attack roll, so you can do that. Go ahead and make a third attack, or another attack roll then. Again, with advantage, so rolling twice and making a higher number.
Ooh. I rolled a 10 on the die, so
Plus 4 is 14, that will actually hit.
right. Damage then, or
Yes. But you're only adding,
I'm not trying to damage it necessarily. I was just wrapping my tentacles around its face.
Okay, so more... You can't grapple with your offhand, though. We'll count it as damage. Roll the d4 and add 2.
6.
Okay. You wrap your tentacles around it, and you're trying to cover its face to prevent it from screaming. And in a pulse of rage, Malasai flexes his tentacles and breaks the goblin's jaw, breaking his teeth inward.
Okay.
Petrum?
So it's just the one goblin off at a distance and then sleeping.
And then a very upset Cauldronborn on the other side of the door.
I see. I can't reach the goblin at a distance, right? It's too far away.
You've moved part way there, so I would say with another move you could probably get there, yes.
Okay. I'll do that.
So you rush up to it and
Hit it
with
my mace.
Okay, make your attack roll, please.
Oh, nice. That is a 24.
Nice, that definitely hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage. You strike out, striking the goblin in the chest, and its ribs crumple a little bit. It wheezes, but it stays up. It is pretty heavily damaged, though.
All right.
Sir Micah, it is your turn.
Am I still able to see and attack the same goblin I shot last time?
Yes, I mean, Wes is technically in the way, but you can move a little bit and you'd be fine.
The fuck out of the way, Petrum.
Ah!
And I shoot.
Okay, make your attack roll, please.
Um, 4, 5, 6, 17.
That is a hit.
And 5 damage.
The last goblin falls to your arrow. Now only the Cauldronborn remains. Bonus action, movement, anything?
No. I will move so that I am in position to attack the next one if necessary.
Okay. There is no next one. All the goblins have been eliminated from this room. There is only the Cauldron.
Then I will move myself next to the door.
Okay. So you move back that direction, putting you about a half move from the door, but close enough. Well, are we going to... my break will take about 10 minutes, and we'll start in about 2. Are we going to, finish this fight, or are we going to call it here?
Finish him.
I'm up for finishing it if we've got the energy.
Finish it.
Okay, so, we purge the dead here. Do we want to keep the same initiative, or because we're going into a new room, do we want to re-roll initiative?
Doesn't matter to me either way.
I don't care.
I think we're gonna re-roll.
Alright.
Because it's easier to clear all the dead people off my board if we're not actively in combat. The purely selfish motives here. Purge dead characters. So, when we come back on Terrible Tarak's Tales, we will be, re-rolling initiative and going into battle against the terrible cauldron-born creature that is the Enigma of Huabeck Crypt. Please stay tuned. And we are back. There we go. Whoa. Sorry for blinding you with my baldness. That'll do. But I don't think they know that I'm back because I forgot to turn on this thing. Alright. So we are back. But I'm not hearing anyone, and that's a little confusing.
Ta-da!
Hey, now I'm hearing people.
Ta-da.
There's a lot of activity on the Discord, so if you, So if you want to participate on the Discord, there is a link somewhere in the chat. I will post another one just for funsies right now, and then we will get back into it. And paste. Struggling here, give me a second. Ah, here we go. So if you want to catch up with everything that's been going on in the Discord, there's your link to do so. Alright. Now, when we last left our heroes, maybe 8 to 10 minutes ago, they had just finished fighting a battle with goblins. Now on the other side of the door lies a very angry Cauldronborn, a creature which is a mixture of, arcane runoff and arcane experimentation and male use, formed with the elements of the world around it. And it is this creature that is at the heart of the corruption of this crypt and the rising of the dead. It is this creature that has been behind the undead menace. And now the adventurers move forward to fight it.
Alright.
So, we are re-rolling initiative with a much more manageable monster tray.
I rolled an 18 on the die.
So plus 2 is 20.
20 for me as well.
I got an 8.
20 for you, so
11 for me.
8. The NPCs get rolled by the machine. So here is our new initiative order. Leighton and Sir Micah, you can decide which one of you goes first.
Micah.
Okay, so we'll move him up. Can't move you up yet, I have to start the initiative order. Okay. Then Tenrily, then Mirabelle, then Yilra, then Petrum, then the Cauldronborn. So, that we are starting combat. We're back in
Wait.
initiative.
Isn't the door still closed?
Yes, the door is still closed.
What should we do, guys?
Before we jump into combat, can I study my magic stick real quick?
Normally that would take a short rest, but yes, I can let you make an Arcana roll just to see if you can figure out what it does.
Good luck, everybody.
9.
It makes rocks float.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Also, I'd like to remind Layton that he has a magic moon sword made of coral, and Petrum, you have a very obvious adamantite axe sticking out of your backpack. And awkward angle, probably.
Probably. Bad I'm not proficient at it.
That kind of sucks. That's okay, though. Alright. So,
What kind of sword is that, Layden?
Isn't.
Oh, you're still a thing. Although technically combat ended, so the rage would also end.
yes.
Hashtag rules.
It was cool that the creature's damaged.
Yes, it did. The goblins did manage to do something.
Nice.
And technically, combat ended only for the purposes of clearing up my initiative tracker.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. Let's charge headlong. What's the worst that could happen?
Layton's gonna take a potion.
It's not Layton's turn, it's Sir Micah's turn. You said he could go first.
Or should Layton open the door and Sir Micah could charge forward in a bold and stupid fashion?
Then you could really see what the Cauldronborn can do. Hashtag guinea pigs.
I'm going to open the door.
Okay. Sir Micah's
Does that take a full action?
No, that takes an object interaction, but I will require an athletics check.
Alright, I'm going to open the door, maybe. How does an 11 do?
That'll do it.
I
Door is
am
open.
going to stay on this side of the door, but I'm going to point my magic stick at it
Okay.
and try to will it to do something damaging to the creature.
After a brief moment, you realize that the stick does not have any sort of projectile energy. That doesn't take your action. It just looks funny. As you go, abracadabra!
It does nothing.
Some rocks orbit around it.
Alright, I put the magic stick away.
Okay,
I'm just going to shoot this thing with a crossbow.
fair enough.
How does...
I'm sorry, if you said the number, you cut out.
I roll 20 on the die. It's a critical hit.
That is a
If it-
critical.
if it's immune. So let's see. D8.
This is now one of the rare few annoying creatures that are immune to critical hits.
Let's see. 6 and a 5 is 11. Plus 2 is 13.
Okay, you strike it, in the eye, and it roars in pain, but it does less damage than you feel like it should for being shot in the eye.
Huzzah! I will shout out to my party. It, not as susceptible to the crossbow bolts as perhaps it should be.
It's still
Out of
looking
game.
pretty rough, though.
Is resistant to some stuff.
Mm.
And I will
With the sheer weight
bonus
of the action
action.
economy against it, I think you're okay.
I will bonus action inspire. Layden, since he's up next.
Okay,
Go get him, Tiger.
what is your
Or whatever
inspiration
you
dice
are.
so Miles knows?
I think a level 1 it's a D6.
Okay.
Yep, D6.
And if you're gonna use it, you have to say you're using it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you get to add a D6 to any attack, ability check, or save, but you have to say you're using it before Kale says success or failure. But you can roll your die first, see the number, and then decide to use it or not. So you just need to be careful because Kale is oftentimes quick with the success or failure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to slow down a little bit.
All right. Layden will take a potion.
Okay. Object interaction or pull out the potion and drink it. As a bonus
Yes.
action. You have no bonus action or object interaction left. You still have movement or an action.
All right. What do I do to figure out how much this potion helped?
Okay, so that is 2d4 plus 2. Roll
Okay.
your d4 twice and add 2 to the total result.
So 6.
Okay. So you will heal 6. And full. Oh, you are at full health, sir.
Okay, Layden's going to attack the sword.
Okay. So you're back in Lane form then?
Yes, he is
Okay.
right now.
Draw the sword. You don't have an object interaction left. I don't
So I
think you can
can't
do that
draw the
because you don't
sword.
have an object interaction left. You use the object interaction to draw the potion.
All right. Well, then I guess I won't attack because I don't have anything in my hand.
I mean, you still have your spear in your other hand.
Oh, well, I guess I'll throw it at it then.
Okay. So you shift your spear back to your main hand and you attack.
Yep.
So go ahead and make your d20 roll. And add your modifiers to it and decide whether you want to use inspiration.
I rolled a 16 dice. I'll take that.
Okay. So you're taking the 16
Yes.
plus the if you're throwing it, it'd be plus 4.
20.
So, yeah. That'll hit. That definitely hits. Roll the 1d6 and add 2.
3.
Okay. So that becomes... you strike it in the chest and it seems to do less than you feel like stabbing something with a spear should. You've killed boar before with a spear, mostly by accident, but you've seen what your spear blade does to flesh, and it's not doing it to this creature.
All right.
It grunts
got-
in frustration.
Who's got some like magic things to attack it with?
I have my mace is enchanted.
I think that's important.
Tenderly is going to leap forward and throw 2 daggers, both of which clatter off the wall behind the halfling-sized creature. Cling, 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 cling.
Who hired this person?
Wes.
I look
Mirabelle, it is your
at my
turn.
feet.
Well, I was still hiding,
Yes.
so I guess I'll come out of my hiding spot to shoot at the monster with my bow. Is there any close enough to it to do that?
Yes, you are close enough to do that if you step out of your hiding spot.
Does it count as a sneak attack since I was hidden?
Yes. And you would have, no, it's been attacked by range, so it doesn't have anyone in melee. So you don't have advantage, but it does count as a sneak attack.
No, if you're attacking and you're hidden, it gets advantage.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yep. So if you're attacking from hidden, it's advantage, and if you have advantage, you get sneak attack.
Okay. I'll trust you.
18.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
$11.
11. Okay.
11.
So. Your arrow strikes true, right in the chest. You hear not only do you hear the clink of your arrow piercing through metal, but it almost seems to strike something glass for a moment. And then there is a deathly silence, and the sludge and dirt and metal, kind of crumple into an inert form, although it still glows with a dark energy.
I forgot it was a garbage monster, guys.
It needs to make a save. It's one to that.
In case you didn't hear that, I'm hiding. It's my bonus action.
I understand. You are hiding as your bonus action.
Fantastic.
One moment, please. DM's brain is slowly turning. There we go. I need this. That. The creature slowly begins to reform, although less coherent than it was previously. So, the next turn up would be Yilra, and then Petrum, you're on deck.
Okay.
Yilra is going to rush forward into the room, drawing her short sword at her hip and making an attack, which hits. That is not great damage, but she thrusts out and you hear the blade sink into the earth and metal, and you hear another clink of glass. And the creature, again, falls to the ground. Losing its shape and form. Petrum, what are you doing?
I'm gonna rush up to it and hit it with my mate.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Uh, 18.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
5 damage.
Perfect. You hear, somewhere deep within the creature, a shattering of glass, and black ooze begins to spread around it in a semicircle,
Gross.
pouring out at your feet. You watch as rivulets of this potion, this ooze, touch bits of the undead or of the dead goblin, and watch as just little bits of their fingers temporarily become undead before the magic fades.
Oh.
Whatever has broke inside it seems to be the creature's heart or something. You get the impression this creature is not getting back up.
Okay.
Feels just like I'm walking on broken glass. Huzzah!
Hooah.
With that, you have slain the creature, animating the undead and desecrating the crypts.
Oh, wow.
The
Time to loot.
enigma of Huabeck Crypt is solved. You should get another 11, 15. You should get another 26 experience.
So close.
And then when you leave the crypt and after looting, you may get more.
Does that put us exactly at 99?
Yep.
Rude.
Quick, we need to kill something.
Or loot, or finish the exploration.
Alright.
Stab Mirabelle in the eye.
Hey!
Okay, everyone else gets one experience. Mirabelle, you're now dead. You'll have to bring a new character next stream.
Damn it! Not okay.
Not cool,
He'd have to
guys.
roll initiative to attack me.
I mean, yeah.
True.
Also, I want to loot everything.
Yeah,
Let's loot some shit.
Okay.
Loot.
So,
Dude.
I will tell you that in addition to the piles of grave goods and things, I can turn off the looting or the battle music at this point, I suppose.
Yes, please.
I will tell you that in addition to the piles of grave goods, there are a number of statues which, if you took your time, you could probably extract from the crypt. But since we are in the Cauldron-born room, we'll do that first. Okay. There is also another door that leads out of this room, by the way. It's a simple wooden and brass door like the ones that have been between the various rooms, except for this one and the trap room. But if you would like to, what are you searching first, I guess? Besides for I'm gonna loot everything.
Loot first, check door later.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check the door first.
Damn it, Micah!
Okay.
Loot first!
The door under basic inspection seems to be locked. But it seems to be a fairly simple lock.
I mean, you could just kick it down.
We could.
Or I could just pick the lock because I'm a thief. I mean, what?
We've got options.
Ted really looks at you and says, You're the reason why he keeps calling me a thief? Pointing to Petrum.
No.
Oh.
I don't even know you.
Right.
I'm Tenderly. I'm a circus acrobat. Your friend hired me under the impression I was some sort of thief.
Well,
It's true.
we can't all be off.
Oh.
She frowns and goes to pick up her various daggers that she needs to recover because she missed all the frickin' time.
So what kind
Case in
of
point.
what kind of things are there that could potentially hold loot in the room?
So there's a number of sarcophagi around the edges of the room. In the center, there's a large ossuary, almost the size of a sarcophagi itself. And there seem to be like bits of potion and things sticking out of the pile of refuse that is the Cauldron-born corpse, or Cauldron corpse, if you will.
Okay.
Maybe we avoid that.
Is there a potion bottle that's still intact that has like the black ooze in it?
So you'd like to dig through the pile of corpse and see what potions are there?
I just want to I want to pick something up as proof, as like this was the reason why shit went south.
Okay. So as you go through the creature a little bit to pick out the black ooze, and any container might contain it, there is a partially broken container, still partially full of black ooze. You can't read the entire label, but you're able to piece it together enough that you suspect it says potion of animate dead. In this case, it actually just says mate dead, because the animate part is missing. or the Anna, rather, part is missing. And it seems to be clearly labeled as coming from Agordia's All Right Alchemies.
Okay.
In addition, because you were brave enough to loot the creature, you find 2 potions of common cure wounds, also kind of nestled near where the heart was, and a potion of Chaos Bolt.
What?
A potion of Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Apparently, if you drink this, you may cast Chaos Bolt. How many times, you're not really sure. Might be just once, might be like for an hour.
Okay.
Ooh.
They are also labeled as coming from Edragora's All Right Alchemies.
All right.
They're not the best alchemies in the city, but they're all right.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's her motto.
It's okay.
I will check a crypt that's closest to me for
Okay.
gold and such.
Goodies.
As you're looking through it, it seems like the majority of what was in this room was taken by the goblins and is probably in their den that they made. You do, however, find a pair of diamond earrings and a
Ooh la la.
old, slightly like faded silk robe or slightly dingy silk robe that's currently wrapped around a corpse. And in another one, you find a bloodstone studded silver ring. But it looks like the goblins beat you to this room for the most part.
I break into the next room using my thieves' tools.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll, please. Dexterity, thieving tools.
15.
I feel like that's my job.
The lock opens simply, and
Rude.
as you open the door, you are greeted to a room full of fresh flowers and blooming vines, and there seems to be like a fresh spring breeze, even though it's winter outside. There is an immaculate open sepulcher made of marble. And upon it lay a dead body, a corpse, but a very preserved corpse, looking like the day she died, kind of. You are
Ooh,
at
Snow White.
You are at the sepulcher of Endra the Everfair, mother of the Huabeck line.
Go give her
way
a
back.
kiss. Pucker up, Micah.
There's been no desecration in this.
No, it seems like there are not even bugs.
It smells so fresh.
Detect magic.
Okay, there is a fuck ton of necromancy going on here.
You think?
I play Captain Obvious. And relay
in
that.
fact, make an Arcana check, Wes. Or actually, religion will work too.
Okay.
Because it is undead.
Nope. Roll the 1.
Okay, it is not undead. It's just perfectly preserved.
It's good work.
I walk in.
Okay.
Boldly.
You get the feeling that someone friendly and compassionate is looking down upon you,
Oh.
almost guiding your steps,
Oh.
protecting your dreams as you sleep evenings.
Just checking to make sure everything's okay in here, since I just cleared the rest of the family tomb of goblins and miscreants. Just making sure all is safe in this room too.
A voice behind you says, "Well, that was rather kind of you, good sir." And the rest of you can now see a woman in white dress, white veil, white sort of headscarf going down to the middle of her back, with her hair kind of braided underneath it, standing in the middle of the doorway, facing Micah and speaking to him.
Whoa.
Well, hello there.
As you turn, Micah, you can see little bits of bruising around her neck. And part of her cheek is caved in, but otherwise she is exceptionally beautiful. Looking alive, as far as you can tell, even though you instinctively know that this is Endra the Everfair. This is the woman that lays before you.
It's never bothered me before. I listfully swish my long black hair back behind me and go, well, hello there.
Brown chicken, brown cat.
She smiles at you kindly.
I've never been unkind to a lady, Kale.
I don't know if that's totally true.
So this room looks fairly untouched.
Yes.
Immaculate.
I was able to talk to the intruders and convince them it was a bad idea to intrude upon my rest.
When you say talk, you mean scare the ever.
She turns and looks at you. Mirabelle, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. Only you can see this.
Damn! Harpies fly from the ceiling.
No. It's not Weston, it's Krista.
Oh no.
Maybe we'll
It's a
explain
plus
that.
0, so it's 15. I rolled a 15.
Oh, good. Her face appears skeletal and worm-ridden, and your heart jumps into your throat, but you're able to calm yourself down, and you don't suffer a mild heart attack, as you are able to control your breathing.
I smile and say, I mean, my lady.
And, Krista, you can also see, silk cord, wrapped very, very tightly around her neck, as if it's cutting off her windpipe, and two spectral hands, wearing steel gauntlets, holding the rope from behind. You're essentially seeing the way that she died.
I'm sorry about the way you went.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean, she says, with a bright smile to everyone else.
Okay, never mind. My bad. I will stage whisper to Sir Micah.
If you realize that she's in between you.
I know, that's why it's a stage whisper. She's really dead, buddy. Maybe not this one.
So, she looks around the room and says, "You may take whatever you please from the other chambers. Those folk have no use for it anymore."
Yes.
But tell me, are any of you brave?
Well, I mean, I am the bravest.
Oh, God. What a question.
And do you believe in justice, sir?
Justice is my middle name, my lady.
Oh, God, unless it's trouble.
And do you believe in righting wrongs?
I believe in righting all of the wrongs, especially for fair maidens.
What about wrongs that have long been laid fallow?
I don't know all the words you just said, but I believe in righting wrongs.
She appears to reach into her own corpse as she walks past you, pulling out a gleaming white blade with a pearl hilt, studded with onyx stones, and a bloodstone at the pommel.
I think I'm about to be sacrificed at the altar.
And
No.
she offers the sword to you,
I thought you were going to get a sweet weapon.
And says,
go there.
if you will wield this in my name against those who have profited from my death, it will serve you honorably.
And who profited from your death, milady?
My husband and those who are descended from his loins, the Huabeck clan.
Kale, I don't have any particular loyalty to the Huabeck clan, right?
No, they're just the people that run the town you came from.
100% accepted, milady.
After they pay us.
As you
I will
grip the
ensure
sword
any
in your-
ill-gotten gains they have taken from you will become mine.
As you
And
grip the
justice
sword
will
in
be-
your hands, you feel cold run up your arm. And then
It
you feel warm
tingles.
and fine.
Oh,
Totally good here.
nice.
Wait, she got all mad at me for calling her dead, and then she admits she's dead?
Because you were rude and I was polite and brave and courageous and just.
No, it's a lore thing. If you research what she is, if you guys succeed at religion checks, you'll start to get her agenda.
Her agenda is being nice to me, Kale.
Okay, that's also an interpretation of events.
Can I make another religion check, or do I have to wait?
You have to wait till you take a long rest.
I will take a religion check.
Okay?
Woo! 19 minus 1.
Alright. She is what is called a lady in white. They are
I'm smarter than Petrum.
But not really.
They are women, usually noble women, but not always, that are that were harmed because of their beauty or their intelligence, or their failure to submit to society or their husbands or their fathers, and they were unjustly killed because of it, generally speaking, and so they sort of they seek revenge through rather chauvinistic individuals that they can kind of con into becoming their pawns, slowly leeching energy from them, and they don't like other females. They tend to want to have someone that understands their sorrow, and so inadvertently they tend to try to share their last moments, which can be extremely harmful to the living woman in question.
Sounds like every woman I have ever met.
I don't know what to say to that.
Okay.
I accept.
Well, I am down to go with him and help end these mofos. But please don't leech my energy.
Nope, just Andrews. He's got the sword.
Totally cool with it.
Enjoying the tingle.
Milady, may I have a token of your just affection?
Oh God. Oh
No.
God, don't do it. Oh no.
Is the
Dead
sword
kisses.
not enough?
Oh, the token, the sword is a token of justice. I was hoping for something a little more personal.
She leans in and lifts your chin, kissing you gently upon the lips. It feels cold and leaves a small layer of dust as she pulls away.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Can I see the old dead face that's
Yep.
kissing him?
You see her for what she is.
That's Ashy.
Hope you're enjoying that over there, buddy.
Oh yeah. I will then bow politely and leave the chamber, closing the door gently behind me.
Do I see her as a? Did I see her as a normal, alive,
Nope,
or?
she didn't. Yeah, you saw her as alive because she didn't use the corpse revealed attack on you.
Okay.
Aw, yeah. Jealous.
It's a little weird, not my type, but sure, go ahead.
You really shouldn't be. No one should be jealous of what just happened. You keep your dust lips away from me.
Dusty. So did we get one experience point for
For talking to her?
yeah.
You get 10 from the social encounter.
Woohoo.
But why don't I make it 11 so that you're not constantly dealing with the missing experience point?
I'm good with that too.
Oh, yeah.
So you will go up to 100, immediately go to 0, and then get the other 10.
Yeah. Cool.
So your XP counter should be at 10. You are now level 2.
Bum, 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 bum. Yay, level 2.
We're
There
number
you go.
2.
Who does number 2 work for?
Thank you. I was literally thinking that.
All right.
So let's loot everything but this room. No one goes into this room.
Yeah, I got it. I want gold, not
What is
flowers.
Layden doing during all this?
He's just clutching.
Okay.
Creepily watching as the creepy child.
All right. There are a number of statues. I assume you're gonna leave them alone and look for more movable forms of wealth, correct? Or
I want coin and jewelry and
Are,
Easy to move things.
are these statues of the people that I'm now supposed to not be friends with?
some of them
Are you
may
gonna
very
fuck
well
them up?
be.
Would he recognize that?
No. That's gonna be a research event for you.
Yeah,
I think
that ain't happening. I'm not a research guy. I just start grabbing scoops of gold and jewels.
Scoop, scoop, scoop.
Okay,
Skeeps.
so you go back to the Goblin's Hoard, and find roughly 2,400 copper pieces over the course of the next hour. 600 silver pieces, and 60 gold. There's
Dude.
also
Do we split
There-
that amongst all of us?
I hope so.
There is also 6 gems. I will copy and paste them. Here, I will just copy and paste the gold and the money into the into our Discord chat. I'll also read it out loud so that the stream can see it. But
Is it divided by 4 or by 6? Because of those 2 that we have.
I want to be clear. I didn't hire them, so my share does not go towards paying them.
Divided by 4.
Check.
I'm gonna pay them. Kale, would it be a safe jump in logic that if she's tasking us to strike back at her descendants, that the descendants have wronged their ancestors, and that's justification for me to be cool with this?
Yep.
it is possible
Let me
that
just jump right in there. Totally. Yep.
that they've wronged their ancestors in some way. Yes.
Okay. So they need justice.
And check out this sweet sword she gave me.
It is pretty sweet.
Wait, which spot are you pasting this information into, Kale?
Terrible Taurus Tales. It's our
Gracias.
Yeah. So that will cover that room.
I'm gonna search the Goblin Wizard guy to see if this stick comes with a set of instructions.
It doesn't, but it comes with a letter written in Goblin.
A what?
A letter written in Goblin.
Oh,
I'll take it. Who speaks Goblin?
nope.
The 3 crystals that are floating around the staff, by the way, Andrew, are a 2 basically rock salt chunks, and the third is a deep blue, cracked and flawed spinel.
Yep. All right. Cool.
So the gems the party got, just so the stream is aware, are 4 Hemonites, 1 gray, 1 reddish gray, 1 grayish red, and 1 red, a Malachite of bright green in color, and a sky blue turquoise.
Sweet.
That would be 600 copper pieces, 150 silver pieces, and 15 gold for each of us. I did math.
Wait. One moment, please.
I'm assuming you're continuing to search the other rooms, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, what was our split again?
600 copper pieces, 150 silver pieces, 15 gold pieces.
Thank
Plus
you.
all these gems, which shall we agree to just sell all the gems and then split the profits?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, for now.
I'll do the negotiations to get a higher price and just take like an extra 5%.
No.
And here is from the other room.
There's more.
Whoa.
There is. Petrum and Layden did not really loot unless something seemed useful before, so.
Mhm.
I think we'll still split 25% all the way around of all the gold we
Yes.
find.
Yes.
Coinage.
Yes. And gems.
Goodness.
This is going to take me a little bit of a second because I have to delete all the art objects that someone has already claimed. So one moment.
You guys see that hot chick I made out with earlier?
Oh, I really don't think you saw her.
Oh, I saw her.
No, you really didn't.
It was more of just like a kiss. I didn't see any tongue.
You weren't in the room, Petrum. You weren't in the room.
She was real dead.
She was standing up and talking to us.
Super dead.
Super alive. Your brain is just small because you're a woman and a halfling.
Oh.
Believe
my
what you will,
God.
but you kissed a dusty dead corpse. So, joke's on you.
Huh, that's what they call your vagina. Dusty dead corpse.
My vagina is not dusty.
But it is a dead corpse. You can argue that point.
But you'll never find out either way.
No, I can't get that low. My standards are higher.
Whatever.
Check out my sweet new sword. And I swish it around the air like a fucking pirate.
Like a toddler with a stick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're real cool.
Are there cool special effects that, trail it or something like that?
Could you make
I
ping,
hope so.
ping, 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 ping sounds like you're having a sword fight?
I'll take it as it is.
Cal, does my sword do cool stuff?
No, it doesn't seem to do anything other than tingle when you move it.
It tingles.
Like I need to pee really badly, tingle, or
No,
Like you got the VD.
Novocaine.
You got the dead herpes.
what?
Gross.
Petrum, let me hit you with this sword and tell me if it does anything.
No.
I hold my shield up. Do it.
Okay, so we're just gonna sell all this shit that we just pasted in.
Yep. Why don't you go ahead and do the math on the rest of those coinage?
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, are you actually striking Petram's shield?
Are you gonna let me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, as you strike the shield, Petram, you get the sense that, your divine magic, your healing magic in particular, would not be able to penetrate a wound, made by this weapon for a short time.
Mm-hmm. Scary.
You tell that to me.
It is the deadly blade that you have. Yes. Yeah, I'll relay that.
Aw, yeah. Sounds kind of evil.
A little bit.
No, I don't know about this evil stuff.
I mean, you don't
Nope.
know.
Suddenly, after a moment of thought, I'm okay with it. 40 gold each.
550 silver. 1100.
So you have to take multiple trips to bring everything to the front. But you are able to clear out the crypt over the course of the next couple hours.
Goblin Den.
Well, the Goblin Den and the other rooms that needed to be looted.
Nope, that was all part of the Goblin Den.
Sure.
There's a magic scroll in there, guys. For you magic.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Okay, I need someone to make an Arcana check as you study it for the next hour.
Should we just make camp and take a long rest, study all the shit that we got before we set out back to town to
Agreed.
do everything?
Yep.
And with that, we'll take a long rest in real life.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So you move to set up camp outside the crypt, using the hills for bits of shelter. I do need a survival check from somebody to see how good the camp is.
I can give it a shot.
I've got a +2. I am proficient.
Okay,
Wes,
go
this
for
is
it.
also what you hired Yilra for as well, remember?
Oh, yeah. Maybe she can give Micah advantage?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. With advantage, it's 17.
Okay, you have no problem building a small basic camp that can protect you from both the elements and the inclement weather. So both the cold and the weather, any precipitation or anything throughout the evening, you're fine. And this is where we will pick up next stream with the journey home. Well, not home, but back to the Grandstone. And we will get to try out the homebrew travel rules, which are based off the Unearthed Arcanas for Into the Wild and Ships at Sea. So.
Cool.
Sweet.
Super.
And I will see you all next week. Until then, the call to adventure has gone out. And guess what, heroes? We're going to answer.
Good night.
Wah, wah, wah.
Right.